Hello everybody, it's Nicholas B. Church, and today we're updating MoonQuest. Basically, what had happened was that MoonQuest was running on 1.6.2, and now it updated to 1.6.4 versions of Minecraft. So basically what that means is that the shader pack didn't work, the texture pack didn't work, and everyone was having all kinds of problems. So we're going to basically redo it. I've got some new links in the description for you, and then after the video we'll have a bit of a Q&A. So basically, first thing we're going to want to do is go to the MoonQuest.net. Pretty easy to find. This is the pack that I prefer the most because, in all honesty, it's the closest to the YogsCast, and also they update very frequently. So basically, you can just go to MoonQuest.net, scroll down, and then view in the Tekkit platform, and then you can just take this as per usual if you're familiar with Tekkit, and then you can just go ahead, copy that. Alright, and now we're going to open up Tekkit. Doobly-doo. Should have went ahead and had it open. Anyway, so now that we have it open, I already have it here. But basically, what you're going to want to do is go up to Add New Pack. And then it'll be like, oh, okay, insert this here. And then you can just go ahead and hit paste. And then it'll be like, okay, you know, blah, 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 blah. And then click Add Modpack. All right. And then it will give you this. Yay. Good deal. All right. I do recommend, one of the problems before some people were having is go ahead and run it once. Just let it load all the stuff and everything. Of course, you're going to have to run it once anyway, but let it fully run. I mean, like, get in there, make a world, and then come back out. Because you have to, you know, download it and everything first. But anyway, go in there, make a world first, just so you don't, you know, you can avoid some problems. You shouldn't, but turns out, you know, you do. Alright, and then an easy way to jump to the files, you know, go ahead and have it prepared, is you can click this little thing right here, and then you can open folder. Alright, and now this basically automatically sends you to exactly where the directory is. Alright, and then we're going to have two folders we're going to mess with. We're going to mess with the resource packs, and then we're going to mess with the shaders packs. Alright. So now next thing you're going to want to get is the texture pack, and I actually have uploaded it to this. This is just basically what I use to transfer files and stuff like that, but I could not find any texture packs that honestly lived up to my high standards for MoonQuest. So I basically kind of rounded them all up on my own through sphax and everything, and then put them into a zip file for you, and I, you know, made sure they all ran and everything, because the ones that I found had most of the mods, but they didn't have all of them, and that bugged me. So I went ahead and just kind of made it myself. And so all credit be to those at sphax. You know, I didn't draw any of these because they're fantastic, but I also just didn't want to make a form on sphax. So it's a quick, easy download right here, and then you just click regular download. Do not click this one or anything. This is completely free. You know, you just click on it, and then, you know, you'll have to wait a little bit, and then there you go. You know, and then you can start it, and it'll be good to go. But, you know, I've already used it. So next thing you're going to want to download is this, and the link's going to be in the doobly-doo. And so then you're going to want to scroll down, and here is all the different, you know, shaders. I just got the standard one because, you know, blah blah blah. So anyway, you just get the version 10 standard download. And then, and also, if you want other shaders, like if you have one in particular that you like, this will also work for it as well, as long as it works or is compatible with 1.6.4 versions of Minecraft, and also is compatible with Optifine. Make sure that it is compatible with Optifine, or if there is any special things you have to do with Optifine. Alright, so now that we've done that, bloop, All right, so now we're going to go back into the folder. All right, and really simple. Oops, there we go. Let's get out of that. Let's throw that down there. All right. Oh yeah, it's going to my second monitor. Anyway, so we have the SUSE pack, which is the shaders, and then the sphax for MoonQuest. All right, and then let's go do the texture pack first. All right, the texture pack is going to go into the resource pack. You know, easy enough. Sphax for MoonQuest goes in there. Bloop. And then when you put it in there, that's it. Easy. Shaders pack. All right, SUSE or any other shaders that you want that, like I said, are compatible with 1.6.4 and compatible with Optifine. And then you just bloop, put that in there, and then pretty much gold. Let's go ahead and turn it on and see what happens. Now that we're into Minecraft, you know, all we have to do is go into here, into options, and then resource pack, and then sphax for MoonQuest. All right. And it's going to take forever. Mind you, just click it once. This is actually really important. You click it once, and it will say not responding. That is fine. Don't freak out. Do not freak out. Calm down, because it is just loading everything, because it is such a huge file. I mean, if you remember before, the size of it was 124 megabytes, I believe. So it has to load 124 megabytes, and it has to replace all the textures. So just click it once, don't freak out, and just kind of chill. Go get yourself a sandwich, because it might take a little bit. Yep. Alright, now that we're finally in the game, and trust me, it does take forever. This is the thing. This is the thing. It just takes forever, so don't freak out. But anyway, now that we're here, you know, obviously there's no shaders, but I mean, look how good that looks. I mean, I tried to make sure that all of them that I downloaded and put into the texture pack were at very least 128. And that's pretty high for a lot of people, I know. But, I mean, we want to try and get this really looking like the YogsCast. And actually, I think theirs are even higher on some of theirs. So, but anyway, now for the shaders. And it is not going to like me while I'm recording doing this, because you need a pretty good system for shaders. I mean, I'll give you some more specs in the Q&A afterwards, but you got to have a pretty beastie computer. If you're not going to stay for the Q&A, just trust me when I say you need something a little bit more beastie. But anyway, so yeah, you just go to options, go to shaders, and then it's right there. All of the things that you put in are going to be right there. Sometimes if you go into it, the whole screen behind will go gray. Don't freak out. If it stays that way after like 30 seconds, just click none again and then go back into it and it'll be fine. And then done, and there you go. There's your shaders, easy as pie. Nothing really to it. But yeah, you need a pretty beastie computer. And also, more on the texture pack note, there's some, as you can see, like first of all, we have, you know, just all the basic shaders and everything. And actually, I'll get into that a little bit later. I just want to say thank you to everyone who loves MoonQuest, and I just personally want to say that I love the YogsCast and everything. And I really do enjoy the MoonQuest. That's why I did that. And so thank you guys so much. If you guys don't want to stay for the Q&A, that's fine. But if you have problems, you can always come back to this video and comment, and I will try to answer as many as I can. And sometimes I do want to say, you know, just play around with it. Sometimes if it is kind of a mystery, you know, like why it's not doing it, you know, I don't know if I know any more than you guys do. But go ahead and ask in the comments. Maybe someone else knows too. And like I said, you can always come back to for this video, you know, if you forgot something or you need a little help. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Make sure if you like the video, leave a like. It helps the channel a lot more than you think it does. And it encourages us to do more stuff like this. but also, if you guys want a tutorial, if you guys want to know, if you guys are making your own, mod pack or something, and you guys want to know how to, mix shader packs around or something like that, I'm more than happy to help you with that too. So let me know, and I'll see you later. All right, bye. All right, is everybody gone? Okay. So anyway, now more for the Q&A part. Um, First of all, the texture packs that I got, um, I honestly don't remember all who I got them from, or anything, because I kind of closed that. I had all the tabs, to write them all down. So sorry. So all praise be to sphax. But first of all, we have our base sphax pack, and then some of them kind of look a little like buildcraft tools. As far as I know, I cannot find a anything on sphax for the buildcraft tools. So that just kind of has to be what it's going to be. But it still doesn't look too bad, I guess. I mean, it doesn't look horrible. I think it looks pretty good. Anyway, all right, the furniture mod, as you can see, all of the little icons look a little bit, pretty basic, pretty Minecraft basic. But when you set them down, it looks just like sphax. And actually, there isn't a mod pack for this. Basically, what it does is it takes all the basic, all the basic textures from, just your regular Minecrafts and your regular blocks, and then just slaps it on this. That's kind of what makes this thing unique. But all the icons, there isn't really a sphax for the icons, so we kind of have to deal with the icons. It's not that immersion breaking, but it's not too bad. All right, Project Red. This was fun to put in there because there wasn't any on there. It was one of those that I kind of had to throw together myself, but it was fun. And so, but yeah, so everything has a texture here, really good. Really good here, blah, blah, blah. Don't want to go through all of them. These actually had an update. That was kind of cool. This one's kind of, but I mean, that one's it's all right. But anyway, so, and this was one of the big ones. And I think the person just finished all these too, so it's pretty fresh. So these leaves and everything, they used to be standard Minecraft, and now they look beautiful. So in the sphax texture. Let's see. Thermalcraft looks fantastic. Love it. Let's see. Yeah, all of these pretty much do. ICBM didn't. ICBM, yeah, okay, all right. But yeah, ICBM didn't really, but the camouflage did. So I thought that was kind of cool. I like the camouflage; it looks cool. But let's see. Basically, one of my problems that I had that I could not stand was, and also something I still really can't stand in general, is how many different kinds of copper there is in this game. I know you could probably configure it to where, copper's a little bit more rare, and stuff like that, blah, 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 but there's just a lot of copper. So with a lot of copper and a lot of different kinds of copper, there's a lot of different kinds of copper ore, and then each ore needs texturing and everything like that. So I don't know if I got them all, but I'm pretty sure I did. There's a copper ore, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I got. I mean, if sphax made it, it's on here basically. So honestly, I don't want to toot my own horn here, but I feel like this is the most complete sphax texture pack for MoonQuest that's out there. But anyway, okay, now moving on to something completely different. All right, so basically, a lot of the problems that people are having, and something that I really didn't mention in the other video, was lagging and stuff like that. Kind of simple stuff, but people don't know. So basically, one thing that you can do to help lagging and stuff like that, is going into the options over here in Tekkit. The other one over here on the little game icon is for more of the game, but this one is for overall and blah blah blah. So basically, you go into it, and then you have a little thing here. It says memory. All right, so let's talk about memory. Minecraft runs on Java. Java just eats memory. It's pretty interesting. But anyway, so it just devours memory. So most people, you know, don't have all these gigs to give away. So basically, find out how many gigs you have, and then, which is pretty obvious. I mean, most everyone's gonna know. So if you're wanting to run just the texture pack, the resource pack in general, it's a pretty big pack, and it is 120, so you're going to want anywhere between like 3 to 5. 4 will run it fine. I mean, you won't be busting 60 frames, but you'll get there. You'll be doing all right. But I recommend that you don't just throw it on there if you have more to give. If you do have more to give and you want to try the shaders pack, the shader, in all honesty, if you don't have like 8 gigs to give, you might not want to mess with it. You might not, because I mean, I can't like mess anything up, but you'll lag, and you won't have a good time. So my recommendation, if you have at least 4 to give for the texture pack, and then 4 more to give for the shaders, put it at 8. But if you want to be running pretty optimal, I put it at 16. But it actually doesn't go any higher than 16. I have 32. I have 32 gigs, timed at 99924, I believe, and I mean it's pretty good RAM. And as you can see, with all that going, I still wasn't getting what I wanted, because, well, also I was recording. I had my other monitor on, and blah blah blah, and also I didn't optimize it. But that's another thing. So basically, just stock. At 16 gigs, I was giving it 16 gigs, and it still wasn't busting. But yeah. So, I highly recommend to give as much as you got. But if you don't got more, and you got everything else going on, might want to just slow it down. If you don't have 8, then really honestly, I don't recommend you mess with the shaders unless you find like a light shader. If you can find a light shader, 6 or 7 gigs will be fine. But anyway, that was one issue that a lot of people were having. And also, I mean, it does make you crash too, because your computer just will be like, no, I'm not going to do it, screw you. So, okay, that was one issue. Another issue was people saying that it crashed on start. So basically, they'd click this, it would run, and then it would either, it would show Mojang, and then it would crash, or it would even, basically get all the way to the main screen of Minecraft, and then it would crash. That might be more on like the Tekkit end or something, but I would recommend, here's what I would recommend doing, would be getting rid of it entirely, keeping backups of these if you're still wanting to mess with those. Getting rid of it completely, getting rid of the MoonQuest completely, re-downloading it, starting it up, like as I said earlier, and then make a world and generate it and get it to run. Then basically what you want to do is go in, take the shaders, the resource pack, and then put it in there, and then run it again, and then start it up, and then if it crashes while it's trying to load that might be a problem. But if it doesn't, and it does load up fine, and like I said, when it's loading, when you just click it once, it'll be fine, then when it's loading, done and everything, go back into your world and then see if there are any problems. And if it does load up fine, okay, good. And then throw the shader pack into there. Then throw the shader pack in. And then if it crashes, then it's that, and then sorry, might try another shader pack. The one you want may not work. But like I said, it doesn't have to be this one in particular either. It can be a pretty good array of shader packs, as long as they are compatible with 1.6.4 and they are compatible with Optifine. With special treatments that you have to give to Optifine, I highly recommend you go in there and then do it before you turn it on, and not turn it on and then mess with it. You'd be surprised. Anyway, so another issue was the shaders being black, or like when you turn it on, everything's pink. That's on the end with the shaders. I don't know how to fix it. I don't do shaders. The closest I've ever come to working personally with shaders is with Skyrim on the EMBs, and that's not fun work. So, I mean, I could hinder a guess, but in all honesty, it wouldn't be worth it. So, just try a different shader, and if the other shader works, then, there you go. If it doesn't, then there's that whole side panel on the shaders, and play around with that and see if you can't get it to work. One question I was asked is, will this work with the latest version of Minecraft? No. I'm sorry. No. Something that I wanted to mention that didn't happen when I first installed the texture pack, but now that it's all there, when you look at someone and it brings up their little thing, it says Merry Christmas under their health bar. Yep, that's just something we're gonna have to deal with. We'll be strong together, guys. But yeah, I have no idea why it says that, because when I first installed it, it was fine, but now it says Merry Christmas. So I guess we're just gonna have to get in the holiday spirit until I figure out a way to fix that, and then I'll put it in the description. So if you're having trouble with that, look in the description. I might have fixed it by now, but I doubt it. I wonder if it's little pigs too. Merry Christmas. But anyway, the specs for my computer goes as such. I believe I did put it in the 200 sub video, but I'll go ahead and tell you again. I'll just go ahead and tell you because I don't want to put it in there. Basically, my computer runs CPU, what was it? 2.5 gigahertz. I can overclock it to 2.8. 32 gigs of RAM at 99924 timing, I believe. My GPU is a 7950, hopefully be getting another one pretty soon to Crossfire. Motherboard is an Asus 990 Extreme and liquid cooled. That's about it. That's all I got. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Sorry it took so long to come out, but honestly, I was waiting for everything to get smoothed over and to, have all the updates out and everything before, to throw everything together. Because it was kind of hard before, because I was like really excited, I was like, oh man, these guys are making MoonQuest and everything. But then they had all these updates, and then it was like, okay, and then I got to do this and this. But they've really made it easy. Go give them a big thank you. And everything. If you like the video, leave a comment. It helps us out so much. Thank you so much for watching. This video was a lot longer than I wanted it to be, and I will see you in the next tutorial. Bye!